Wow, look at all that. It's now 7 chunks by 7 chunks. Definitely more than 100 blocks on a side. I want to say 112. Let me pull out my phone's calculator real quick. Yep, 112. 112 by 112. That's pretty big. Got all those geodes there. As you can tell, I've not sure if I actually showed that I've changed up stuff. This right here was, I had a rail going out. First it went around that side, and I spun it around that side. This right here is the last of the stuff I'd gone through and did like I did before, deleted the bedrock, or I copied the region files into a creative world. All of that. And up here, between these shulkers, is all my ores. Copper, or coal. Yeah, that, and the 24, the 24 chunks that I mined out, which is what it took to widen this from 5x5 to 7x7. That's all the deep slate coal I got. That's all the regular redstone ore. Like, I didn't process any of the ores I got. No, I originally had those two up here, and I kept having to move it along. But I'm going to go process this stuff. I'm going to do that off camera. And I'm not quite sure what I'm doing for this episode. I might... There. I'm going to process the ore and then do cleanup. Yeah. Wow, I got a lot of extra torches. I'm thinking I might go about getting a resin farm, which apparently those are pretty simple. Itchy nose. But yeah, I'll come back and once I've gotten all this processed. Holy cow, it's been, I want to say, I think it's 3 months and 2 days. It's now June 27th since I started this episode 33. And I'm sure you can hear the villagers in there. There's more than one, actually. This is a villager reader. I've actually recorded this bit more than once. There's the old iron farm. And the way this thing works is, if you look in there, I've got that set with just carrots. And I took 2 of the villagers that were up in there. And as far as I could tell, there's just carrots going. But they get enough carrots, they'll go and trade them, give them to each other. They'll go and create a baby villager. They will try to get to these beds because they'll see that there. I don't think it's another block. And oh no, wait. Oh yeah, we'll try to get in there. And it'll fall through, and you can hear it underneath, under there. And there's some water that'll push it through, and it'll clip through the top. Hopefully I don't forget to put a... Ooh, I'm gonna... Just to be safe... Yeah, it'll... No, I won't even clip through at all. It'll, when it grows, it'll... Yeah, you can see them down there. When they mature, they'll clip through the water and come up to the top here. Now, what will happen is I'll have to connect this, of course. But I got a minecart in here. It'll go through. It'll grab the villager. It'll clip through onto this because it's connected to that rail down there. See, And I'll have this come through. And the third villager is all the way down here. I'm going to move the other villager. I'm going to build a trading hall down here eventually. And I'll have to get him up there, which is going to be a pain in the butt. But I'm going to make a trading hall. Now, it's going to be the same as what's up there. Whee! But let's see. It isn't going to have the. It's not going to have this feature here. And it's not going to have the hallway for the zombie, because actually I'm going to sleep this. Let's take off these. Hey. Kitties. All right. Now the thing is that today makes 2 years since episode 1 of this series came out. Now the episode 0 was actually of June 19th of 2023. Yeah, see this right here. What I intend to do eventually with this is I'll do something kind of like with the skeleton farm, where the zombies will drop through and all that, and I'll have them caught into mine carts, and I'll be able to hit a switch and send them to a villager zombification station, or to an iron farm or 2 or more. But yeah, that's what that's for. It's going to be so I can recycle them or replenish the zombies. Now, with it being the 2-year anniversary, a lot of people will do like a 1-year thing or world tour. There's still a lot of stuff I can still do with this world. So I'm gonna kind of go over basically this stuff here. And this, ironically, this right here still has a greater output than the automatic sugarcane farm that I have down here in the pit down here. Which, if I were to build that all the way up to build height, it would be a different story. But I still got plenty of stuff. Now, an earlier time when I'd actually done this save. Oh wow, they have put a ton of. Man, them Endermen have been busy. Oh, I've got to redo my texture packs, the updates, because it's 1.21.6, I believe. Yes, and my texture packs options, resource packs. Yeah, they aren't gonna work. Which is probably funny. It's like they're probably the same ones, but I'd have to. Oh well. I do want to come through here eventually and make a an amethyst farm. Where did all that? Oh, that was already dirt before, and then they went and they put a they dropped a grass block down there, and then it grew. It spread. But yeah, I wanted one way I'd done it in an older world with this same seed. I had, and I did this with a couple of other geodes as well. I had opened the area into a large box, and I built a glass chamber around it, flooded it with water, and in the corner I had a what is that thing called? A conduit, so that I could continue. I wouldn't drown underwater. But I found that I had to have a weaker pick in order to mine the amethyst shards, or rather the The cluster, I think. Yes. Cluster. And, I'm not going to try to get those ores just yet. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. I just swim around. It pretty much like I was just flying. Like I was in creative mode. That's what I want to do. But I've also got all those other... I got the geodes down there I can do it with. I've got all those budding amethyst blocks that I'd harvested thanks to a data pack that I'm going to have to replace again as well. Okay. Yeah, this here's the... yeah, I never did get around to doing the walls or anything for this place, but I do kind of want to set it up so I could, because after a certain point it's kind of like pointless, you know. But yeah, one of the projects I wanted to do was that right there is the cherry tree. I'd started out with that episode where I was talking about my dad passing away, and I do want to kind of turn this into like a sort of arboretum. I'll enclose it and such. I do eventually, as for other stuff I've done here. Oh, yeah. I don't know what to do with these frogs now, but I do want to eventually like upgrade from this, even though I don't really need it anymore. I'll use it for trades with farmer villagers. So. Let's take a look at what other stuff I've got in here. But yeah, this is the world tour thing. Oh, yeah, here we go. Resin farm. That'd be nice. Get some a pop of color into some of my stuff. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here I could actually do. That's kind of in progress. Like, it's been on hold for a while, but I did do some stuff. And I did intend, before I'd even done this... this little world tour thing. So I'm gonna need this. Why am I even getting that out? I've got one right in here where I can grab my rockets. My rockets are not in here. Where did I put them? Did I leave them in the nether, or did I leave them in the pit? And I did at one point. I had like I'd done with the whole thing where I'd go and copy the world into copy the nether into a well, just the way I'd copied the region files into a creative mode version of the world. Yeah, it's gonna be down here in the pit. I had also copied the nether folder into that world, and I was gonna cut out the bedrock, but I never did get around to doing that. Yeah, that ain't working the way I'd hoped. That's not... Yeah, here it is. You know what? Yeah, I'll take this with me. And while I'm at it, though it's just one block. There we go. There goes wee. There goes all that copper going all the way through. Oh, dang! It's gonna spit out over here. Whoops! I forgot about that. You know what? This is... Oh, that's copper. Copper. There. It won't make another block, but who cares? Alright, let's go take a look at all the other stuff we got here. Oh, wait. Yeah, there's a thing there. I was checking to see if there's a geode. Let's take a look at all this other stuff I've got over here for my little impromptu world tour. There's my early bamboo manual. Oh, I gotta see how many chicken eggs I got. Yeah, I have not actually been playing Minecraft a whole lot the past couple of months. I was playing some other games. Oh wow, all the way up to there. Is that chicken still alive? I mean, it should. Yeah, I can hear it. I can't even remember even though I have my doohickey up. I won't look at it right now. Yeah, this one I did have a smaller farm, but I kind of screwed it up. But this one, it's not the best design, but it works. With the exception of dark oak and pale oak, it will work, and mangrove. It will work for everything else, including the crimson warped fungus. So it ain't too bad. I mean, it's not as efficient as I would have liked it to be smaller. What we got over here with, and I'm not going to do these in the order that I did everything. I would like to eventually do something with this. Decorate it. I might grab some, a combination, like once I get the resin farm done, do a combination of the resin and prismarine from the Guardian farm to make it look all nice. And this over here, I might do something similar as well. I want to do something similar as well. Like I have a expand the platform around it and have it cased in, but specifically set up so that the shulkers cannot teleport to the other blocks that are outside it, just in case. But let's go. It's one of my beacons, or my clusters of beacons. And because it's not that far, and yeah, like that's down there. That's one of the what are they called? The ruined portals I raided. What the heck was over here? Was this just a cave I lit up? Yeah. Oh, whoops. And I think it was over here is where I had that one, I guess a Guardian drop, not a Guardian, a Enderman dropped something there. But, oh, it's right there. Yeah, see, look at how close that is. The, as far as Guardian farms go, I think I like this one that I did here more than others. Just because, did I follow someone's... Oh, I don't think I did follow anybody's, anyone's design for it. So I guess this is a farm that was, all me. That's interesting. But I do think in like future projects, I'm gonna map all this stuff around here. Yeah. What I do eventually want to do is I want to come out here with a mushroom farm, or create a mushroom farm, because there's all these mushrooms here, and they don't. I'd have to breed some up, but the way I want to do the farm is there was one I'd seen, one design I'd seen for a cow farm. The dude called it a cow carousel, and it wasn't his design, I think. It was on a video by this guy named Daedalus822. That's and I don't mean like Daedalus, like the Greek mythical character who created the labyrinth with the Minotaur to trap the Minotaur. It's DATALESS 822. It's this Australian dude. I think he went to just streaming, but his channel, I checked it a few months ago, and he had just re-uploaded some of his old content, like bloopers or whatever. Yeah, this farm, it's not a bad design for an iron farm, but ouch. Why did I even say that? It's not my real ankles that got hurt. I did fill in the pit where the things fell. Yeah, actually, here's what's left of it. But yeah, it was through watching his videos that actually got me wanting to make my own. You know what? Yeah. Let's go take a look at some of my other stuff I've done. We'll go south to check out the slime farm. Actually, we'll check out the stuff on here. This. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna go this way to check out the slime farm. Get in the portal. There we go. And believe it or not, ever since I'd done that AFK session over here to get all that slime, I've not been back to, oh, aside from actually collecting more slime. Let's go up there and just take a quick look. Actually, I'm going to check see how much I got down here first. Doop doop doop. Okay, is it 33 there? Yee! Oh, how do you like that? Alright, let's check. Well, we can put it on easy. That'll be fine. Just wait here for just a little bit. Okay, after just a little while, maybe not even 2 minutes. Whee! Let's take a look. Oh, you can hear squishing. Ooh, that sounds gross. Oh, wow. Okay, it's got me about a stack, I think. It was right about there, wasn't it? Is it gonna die? Is it not gonna die? Where is it? Those are like little ones. Yeah, they're dead. Wow, that took longer than I thought it would. Maybe there was just more than I thought. And you know what? Just to... Even though it's kind of a bit out of the way, I will go take a look at the witch farm next. There's the part of the thing. Yeah, I had to go and redo all that stuff with the shulker farm just to get everything working. Oh yeah, that was the portal for my for that what's it called? The trial chambers. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to do a fair bit of exploring just to get to the to get some of that new content. Oh, and with that wither skeleton farm. Are they still in there? Yes, they're still in there. Okay. Making sure I didn't do stuff. And by the way, I did I did make sure to do the to do a backup of the world. So what I intend to do with this thing in the future is I'm going to move the that part right there to this side. I'm taking too much. I'm also going to add. I'm wanting to add bigger storage, of course, and item filters with something to automatically compress the redstone dust. Not necessarily the glowstone dust, because I can use that as it is to make. You put it in certain potions and it will increase the potency. See, I think over this way was that. Wow, I gotta reload all this stuff here. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, right there. Remember this place? All that mayhem. I could just burn it down. Yeah. Ooh. You know what? I'll do that at a later time. I was going to steal those books. Those bookshelves. Stop, thief! I don't condone theft in the real world, by the way. No. Alright. Yeah. That episode was called House Party. Because, well, it's a big house. Wow, that's closer than I thought it was. I was thinking for some reason it was farther. And let's go check out the stuff that's probably to the south. The gold farm and all that. And there's one way to do gold farms where you use a whole bunch of portals. Though it's kind of slow. You know, we'll check out the other stuff I have on the roof here first. Now, as far as gas farms go, each time I've done them, I think I've only done this. This might be the third one I built, but I've always done them pretty much the same way. Because, you know, if it works, you know, why bother? And it's not like I've got to supply a whole bunch of people with gas tiers, but I will be going to. I'm wanting to build a creeper farm because that's just all you get from that is gunpowder instead of gas tiers. I did have to disable this because it was interfering with the gold farm. But the thing is, it wasn't that fast on getting leather. Yeah, I don't seem to have any down in here. Is this for the... Yeah, this is for the leather. Oh, yeah, turn it back into drowned heads. So when I get the mushroom farm up and going... Let me check over here with the drowned farm real quick. But when I get the mushroom farm up and going, that should get me a higher rate of drops for... all those forks. Oh, wow, I need to build another... Yeah, that's right, because last time I was over here doing this stuff, I'd... yeah. And this over here is the heads, which for some reason I can't stack them from different versions of the data pack. It is so weird. You'd think it'd be the same thing. Oh, that one. Maybe it will let them. I don't know. Let's go. Yeah. I haven't even checked to see if Optifine is out for this version. And take away this. It'd clean this glass up real good. Yeah, this big old tangled mess of stuff. And usually when I do another roof farm, I take the I take the design that Waddles did in one of his videos, where it's 3 ring-shaped platforms, and you're in the middle, and they come to you. Same kill method that I've got up here. Oh. Instead of goofing around with the skeleton form. And this is also I'd never done one like this. I'd usually what I had done before was there was a Tango Tech design where you'd run back and forth along this narrow corridor. It was a lot slower than this, but it also it did the job. It was much simpler, and only the wither skeletons themselves could see you. Oh. That way I don't have anything spawning and blowing up my stuff. Yeah. I'm kind of annoyed that it took me so long to actually get around to doing this stuff. Yeah. Of course, the zombified piglins should not be able to get where they can destroy those eggs, because when you're up in the platform, they'd come out here and they get right outside the despawn radius. So yeah, they won't be able to get to the things here. I wonder. You know what? I will take a picture of that with my phone in case I get lost. Let me... Oh, wait. There we go. Now I got the coordinates saved. And let's see what happens if I... Actually, I need to be in the Soul Sand Valley to find what I'm looking for. I wonder if I can find any of those dried gas things. Okay, so negative X, negative Z. So we go this way. And this should take me right about over here somewhere to that. There's the other side of the fortress. So the exit should be right there. How do you like that? Even though I didn't go that far. Alright. So 1 bit of soul sand and 8 gas tiers will make a dried gas. And it doesn't say that that's bedrock only, so it's got to be for both. I wasn't expecting that. See, I didn't keep close tabs on. I knew that because you can create these happy gas that you can ride on in the overworld. So let's go over there real quick. You'd have to waterlog them, but I'll do that. I won't be doing that part in this episode. I'll just craft them here. Man, how far out is this? Dang! Ah, here we go. Oh yeah, that was the portal for the who's he what's it? the Guardian farm. Alright. Following that just takes me out to the portal where the what's that darn thing called? Ah, looky there! I can create dried gas. let's go over here and take a look at this real quick. Oh, wow, that little guy's seen better days. He does not look too happy. But apparently, as it ages in the well, waterlogged, or as it rehydrates, I should say, it's it'll start to look a little happier, and eventually it'll just grow into a full-size gas. I'll have to do some more reading on it, but oh wow, the frog farm already. You know what, yeah, let's take a look at it. So this is a, I've only done one other frog light farm before that I can recall. It was the similar design as this. I don't think I used the same block palette. I know that I did not put nearly as many, I put less powdered snow, and I didn't put, I only had 8 boats in it instead of 12. But I did it this way so that I could, because you have a total of 24 frogs, and 24, divide that by the 3 of them, the 3 different colors of frogs, you get 8 each. And interestingly enough, with 12 boats, well, that's just half of 24, and you can put 2 in each boat. So it was rather convenient for me. Woo! Well, I got all this. Got way. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. But yeah, these are all filled with frog lights, and I've also got a couple at the base. And see, actually earlier today I was contemplating just starting a new world because I've gotten kind of burnt out. But you know what? Coming back to this, and those few things I talked about kind of makes me want to get started again. Not gonna lie, I'm not looking forward to having to fix this. I'm gonna probably finish out the one thing. I do have a vacation coming up in August, so you know, there is that. I'll probably have that platform come all the way across here. I'll probably punch out I'll take out the blocks there to try and make the floor look a little bit better and stuff. But I'll have the this thing. It'll spit them up through a bubble elevator, I guess. And actually, I might have like some kind of a. I'm not sure exactly how I'll do it, but I'll have something set up. I might even just leave this right here as it is and have something set up so that all of these will filter into those furnaces down here. Now that, and then oh wait, yeah, I had to have set up a separate filter so that the different metal raw ore can go to different compactors, and then those would go to separate storage thing. But it's highly unlikely that this and this will be filled up. I might actually have that one instead. Just send the ingots to the output for the iron farm, and then just and just have that compact them into blocks there. Now that might work. I'm still not quite sure exactly what kind of vibe I want to go for with this. In fact, I might not even go for a specific vibe at all. I'll just do whatever. Yeah, I got this whole mining thing set up, but like, aside from mining all this stuff out, I haven't been doing any mining at all. I haven't done any mining runs or anything. That's supposed to be, yeah. It's supposed to be where the, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the one level down here, And the cart would just go up a ramp to come up along there to drop off the shulker boxes. But I got 3 geodes there. It's kind of weird seeing it like this because, like, I vaguely remember what was down here. Like, right in the middle was a, it had a big old lava pool. And been a, there'd been like a platform like this would, it went, this right here went out that way a bit. Was that more ore? Yep. Don't mind if I do. Actually, I may just leave the ore borders off. Less disruptive and such. Is this floating rock? You know what? I like it. I'll leave it. Because, I mean, whenever I first started playing Minecraft back in 2014 on the PS3, the PS3 edition that they had. Like, it had just come out when I had gotten it. And a friend had talked to me about it. It was, I got into it because of a game, not a game, it was a series called Minecraft, The Noob Adventures, which I actually have downloaded. I have it on, I know on my desktop. I might have it on my laptop too. I just haven't watched it in forever. It was so great. Oh man, some folks have may have realized, but like the people who made them, they've taken their channel down or something like that, which is unfortunate, but it happens. That's not gonna take very long. But yeah, there's a skeleton farm up here, I think, or a skeleton dungeon right here, I think. No, this is another zombie one. I could use this one instead of that one down there, or right there. Oh, now I remember where the skeleton was at. It's down around in here. No, not there. Right here. Skeleton dungeon. I might use this to make a second skeleton farm. I don't know. But that's fine. Oh, I didn't look at the... There's a couple of things I didn't look at. Whee! Alright, here we go. I didn't come over here to look at, to talk about my, another one of my earlier projects. Ooh. Yeah. The spider spawner, or cave spider spawners. I still haven't enclosed this properly to make it safe. Oh, wow. Not that I needed it, because yeah, the whole 404 levels thing, that's because of a, I'm guessing some kind of a bug with the player graves thing. Yeah. I'm not going to try it right now, but, oh, there's more copper up there. Copper. I'm not even sure why I'm mining that stuff right now. And see, the thing is that with a lot of stuff, I don't even really need some of these farms. Oh, hey, there's some generic lapis ore. Ooh. Yeah, I remember one point I found a massive... Oh. What's that thing called? One of those iron ore veins that's in that's embedded in a tuff cluster. I think I had 2 of them. And at the time I was mining that out, I had been watching Star Trek Picard. I had been after watching that, I ended up going back and getting ended up getting Star Trek: The Next Generation, and I've got an episode to. Oh wait, no, I finished watching it. So I've just got the last 2 episodes of that series to watch. It was 170, 180 something episodes. I don't remember. I've got a book out in the living room that tells me that, but I'm not gonna go digging it up. But yeah, about around 32 years ago, my family moved to Central Arkansas. I started kindergarten August of '93, and my dad was watching, or when we'd come home from school, he'd come home from work, and he'd turn on Star Trek. And my sister would sit there and watch it with him, and I didn't like it at the time. I didn't want to sit there and watch it. I just found it boring because, I was like 5, 6 years old. Well, 5 at the time when he first started watching it, but I think it went off the air that year in '93. Yeah, it would have gone off the air while I was still 5 years old. No, it would have gone off the air just before we had moved here, I think. But he not really, this is about him, but around about 10 years ago, just out of nowhere, I'd gone to the I'd seen this Star Trek, the book I mentioned earlier. I'd seen that at a Barnes and Noble, and I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll buy it. Might as well look into it, because I'd seen a couple of the movies. They were the Next Generation era films, so it would have been Generations, First Contact, best Star Trek movie ever. It actually feels like a movie, whilst the other Star Trek, some of the other Star Trek films actually just feel like extended versions of an episode, which isn't a bad thing. It's when those ones, they capture the essence of the show, but they actually have the feel of the show. Well, I ended up getting, because I found the libraries in the area you could go and rent, or not really rent, but you could check out, movies and such. And they had Star Trek, the original series. Well, my sister was watching Next Generation. I didn't bother sitting through it at the time with her. You get like a season at a time. Well, I ended up getting Voyager and then later Deep Space Nine, and I have a copy of the series of Star Trek Enterprise, which is good. But yeah, if you haven't watched Star Trek stuff, I highly recommend doing so. You could probably start with the original series, then do animated series, which they did 2 seasons of that, the second season being really short, just a few episodes long. And it follows the original series. It was released in the 1970s. The original series was released in the 60s. But it still follows Captain Kirk. And as far as I know, there's only like 3 people from the original cast still alive. There's William Shatner, who played Captain Kirk. Walter Koenig, who played Pavel Chekhov in seasons 2 and 3. He what was it with Chekhov? I think he was. I'm not sure exactly what his position. I'm not sure he was. He'd sit behind, like, right next to the helmsman, so he might have been like the navigator. I think navigator or ops. I know in later shows that station was changed to ops, but at least in Next Generation. But there's also George Takei, who played Sulu, the helmsman, for seasons 1 and. He might have been there for part of 2. He came back for 3. The reason he was gone was for he had to go film a movie. He was in with John Wayne, of all people. But actually, better not. I better come to the one I have over here. Right here with the bamboo farm that I didn't even look at. Oh, and my cactus farm, and my wool farm, and my honey farms. Yeah. There was one point where I had. Look at all that honey blocks. Oh, they now tell you how many bees are in there. Yeah, that bee right there says 1 bee. Yeah, when I was breeding up the bees, it got out. Like, one had gotten out, and I thought that they'd all. I think there's lava behind that. There is. Making this area safer. Whoops. Oh well, who cares? But I found it. I don't know how it was. I found it. It was in one of these caves, like way up in all these caves. Where does this go? Nowhere. Oh well. I may or may not look into making an obsidian farm. But oh wow, man! I was in here. All that time I spent doing this the slow way, just manually blasting these out. I was listening to so many kind of weird videos. I was watching Elden Ring lore videos. I was listening to one about something called lucid dreaming. Oh yeah, I got this. What did I? Oh, that's where I took those regular furnaces out. I don't remember what I did with them. Oh, I think I took them down to the middle area there. Yeah, I never did turn this to a full-on another work farm. You know what? That might be a product in the episode soon. I'll because you got to have it dark and it'll grow fast. But I don't know if mobs could spawn where netherwort is planted on soul sand or not. So it's pretty much you just have an area that would be dark, and you'd have pistons that would drop down, and what's it gonna do? Oh yeah, lights, controllable lights. This little guy, I haven't named him. Yeah. I still haven't gone and you know what? I know that there's a. I ain't gonna go over there find it right now. There's a spot I could go find a. Oh yeah, I think right over here. Yeah, here's the second one. Yeah, I don't even remember what I was listening to when I was. It might have been that Star Trek Picard stuff. Yeah, the skeleton farm, which I haven't done anything with in a while. I was going to enclose this and all that. I might have that like punch through that and take that out to the string farm, or do something with this. Oh yeah, this is all the bows and the. Whoops. Nobody saw that, right? The gear, arrows, I think is in this stuff. And bones. Bones. Yeah. And I think I've been doing stuff up around here when my dad called my cat a doorstop. That was July 2nd, I think. That or maybe it was the 4th. Yeah, it would have been the 4th because I had recorded. I'd gone straight from recording that episode to doing the first part of episode 4 when I was going out and getting the frogs and stuff, and then my dad passed away. Yeah, I think that was the one where my dad called him a doorstop. Was my that's my so far my highest views on a single video. Yeah, I do want to do something with an enchanting table where I do a because you can See how I can turn it? You have a comparator going at the back of that block on the opposite side of where the frame is. And as you turn it, it can it'll change the strength of the signal. And you can do that. You can wrap that around underneath there, and it will and you can use it to increase, like you have it activate some sticky pistons that'll push a block up between the enchanting table and the bookshelves. And there's no particles floating there? Oh yeah, I did get a mace. I think I talked about that before. I haven't used it. Nah, I'm not gonna activate it or not. Who cares? Yeah, I do kind of want to do something with the ceiling there, and something similar over here. Take this, raise this ceiling here, so it's not so cramped looking. Yeah, I got a lot of plans that I just haven't been dealing with. But I do need to get that skin again because it got taken out of my thing, and I had it saved. I do have all that, but well, here's 2 years gone, and so let's see what the next 2 years will bring me. So until the next episode, I'll see you then. Well, you'll see me then, maybe. Who knows? Hopefully it won't be another 3 months, so I'll see you then. Later.